Good morning. How's everybody doing? I got me a pretty good cup of coffee here. Not feeling too chipper this morning. I'm just feeling like a horse with a burr under my saddle or something. There's these people that are really pressing and making efforts. Actually making jokes of themselves, basically. Reality has been smacking me around for about a week or 10 days now. And the disgust is spilling over to no avail. I've decided that we have armchair sleuths, and then we have armchair what? Let's see how to say this. We have armchair sleuths. I mean, there's nothing wrong with going online and trying to figure out a crime or who did that or who did this. I'm basically talking about the Delphi case. I mean, that's what my focus has been on for 3 years. 3 years. It's hard to believe I can say that. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with an armchair sleuth, in my opinion. I mean, that might be a bad word, and I don't even know it, but you sit and you study and you read and you look and you listen and you do, everything that's possible within your reach. I mean, there's people that live in other countries that are on this case every day. But then again, we have armchair sleuths with no arms on the chairs. It's like they don't know what to do with their hands. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. I want to write all of it off. I mean, I want to just listen to HLN Podcast. That was the best podcast. And I can't wait to go back and watch some more, listen to some more of it, watch it. I can look at a silent video and listen to that too. I don't know. Talk on the telephone and listen to it. The fact is, and I can ride. I can go for a ride and listen to it. I want the facts, and that's what HLN is. I mean, they got down to the nitty gritty with the facts. Probably the best podcast I've ever seen. I like John Kelly and his team. John Kelly, the profiler, with S.T.A.L.K, S.T.A.L.K Inc. Where solving murders is our business is his slogan. They helped with the Green River Killer. They helped a little bit with the Golden State Killer and many, many more. And John Kelly is a profiler. I mean, and he's good at it. He is. And his team. I agree with them when they say that the last video I watched, he said that the killer had probably, he said that something to watch out for, had changed his social media sites. Maybe he all of a sudden went off. After that first profile sketch went up, and there he is walking. I mean, he might have, shifted things around, but kept watching. Of course, they can come back with different profile names, they can have a bunch of them. But anyway, like maybe they didn't realize that, well, heck, that's me right there walking. They don't have a clue who I am. I mean, they even have a different hat on me. I didn't even have that hat on. And he's probably making fun of the hat. They used in that first sketch. He probably got one and he's wearing it around now. I mean, who knows? I said, and then when the second sketch came out, he could have, kind of vanished again and said, whoa, that looks a little bit more like me, but nah, the hair is just not right. And probably just ease back into social media again. And I mean, he could be right there talking to us every day, or we look for him to come on every day, or we don't know. or he's stealth, like he is stealth, and he's sitting right beside us in these chats on these live videos we watch and talking to us and shooting us down. And he probably gets a feel of it once in a while and comes in as a troll and gets his butt kicked out. I mean, it is a fact that he has sent emails. He has sent emails. He, talking about his profile. Well, this is my supposition. I'm drawing this off of what Indiana, ISP has said. The facts. What John Kelly and his team said. And he's got some great members with his team. I think he's approximately 50 years old, and you can guess, give or take. He is stealth. He is fit in many ways. I think the last 3 years, though, he's breaking down real fast. I think he's aged real fast over the last 3 years. I think it's tearing at him on his inside. He would never, ever admit it, but I believe it's tearing at him. I believe it's eating away at him. And you can't take that but so long. You think that you can handle it, and you think that you can do this, and but the body will break down. Your physical body will break down. That demon spirit's still there, but that physical body, it's going to fail you. It's going to break down. So yeah, he's not, he could have lost a lot of weight. He could have gained weight, but I think he's lost weight. I'd be almost willing to bet. He's a braggart. He's proud. Most of all, he's insignificant. He is insignificant. He honestly thinks he looks good. He tries to portray that he's this great detective and he's good at what he does, and nah, he's not. He's not. He's not. I wrote a little passage here about this killer, and I believe he's got a partner. I'm pretty sure he's got a partner in it. I don't think he was by himself. I think it's a possibility also that telephone, everything that was on that telephone was staged. That's a good video right there to watch. Mike Galanos. That's a good one. That telephone, what the telephone was left. Somebody said they figured that he didn't see it, that he didn't know that there was a telephone involved. So I say this: he had to know. He was watching those girls. He was watching to see who was coming. He was watching those girls. They were walking those trails, talking. They took pictures 30 minutes before he ever came on the scene, at least. They were out. They had the phone. He had to know that they had that phone. He had to know it. Somebody might have caught him and he had to leave it. No, I don't believe that. I believe that telephone was set there. I believe that telephone was staged. There's a great possibility of that. Great possibility. Let's see what we can get here. Let me open this up. Killer of Abby and Olivia Delphi murders. Suppositions. His communication skills. are lacking. He is a visual predator. His acuity is seeing. He doesn't believe anything unless he puts his eyes on it, in other words. He can hear you talk all day. He can touch things and feel things, but unless he sees it with his own eyes, he will not believe it. And that's probably come out of his mouth before. Probably has. He's a hunter. He's organized. He knows how to slaughter animals. He has no kinestics and feelings. Speaks very few words. He's not a talker. He's not a social butterfly. He is, let's see here. He's very visual oriented. He has no more sense in victimizing, no moral sense in victimizing, and he is a nobody. He is a nobody. He operates and navigates visually. Maybe he had stalked them prior, and he knew they were going to be there that day. Appears it wasn't a random act. It seems there is some organization, some knowledge. He was well equipped, according to that man that was walking on that bridge. And what happened to those girls in that amount of time? He was well equipped. Within 24 hours, the girls went for a hike, called their daddy, didn't answer the phone call. There was a massive search for them. And within pretty close 24 hours, they were found murdered. So it was well planned. As far as him knowing that area, my husband is a hunter. He hunts all over the United States, different times of the year. And he goes into terrain that he has no clue, where he's going, or, what he's doing. Like stepping over what tree when. He knows what the woods are like, per se. In this area of the country, the woods are like this. Louisiana, it's swamp. Coast of South Carolina, swamp. In the middle of Kentucky, it's hills. It's valleys. It's hollers. It's ridges. It's steep. It's flat. It's wet. In Montana, you got to be David Crockett to go up and down those hills. He knows the territory. He's a hunter. He knows the woods. He can take Google Maps. Somebody says, I killed a deer, so-and-so and so-and-so. He will go to Google Maps, and he will pull it up, and he'll know every inch of that terrain within the hour. I've heard him say many times, I guarantee you, he went right over there, right down there, and that, I don't know what that is. It keeps popping up on my screen. Right down in there, in that hollow right there, or that over there in that lot of woods, and got that deer. He knows the woods. He knows them well. So this guy, all he had to do was study it for a little bit. Go out there before the girls got there, walk around, get his foothold. He's not scared of heights. If he did, and if that guy on the bridge was the one that killed those girls, he played it off good if he's scared of heights. He's not one bit afraid. He's not afraid of killing, so why would he be scared of heights? Whatever. He knows how to butcher animals. That one gets me. That one really gets me. It really does. He definitely enjoys outdoors and weapons. He's definitely on the internet and to keep up with the news and what's going on. He has sent fictitious emails. He has claim to fame and control. He claims fame in hunting, killing. He's more than likely violent, likes porno, or even sadistic. And my last little words down here. He's going to be brought down by a little girl from her grave. He's going to get caught. Now, Mr. Bridge guy, I know that you watch us in these videos. I know that you go in there. I know that you watch everything that we do. Everything. You've probably talked to some of us. If we knew exactly what you do when we're in those live, podcasts and videos, and you're in those chats with us, it would be unbelievable. It'd be unbearable, actually, to know, that I actually talked to you, that you actually liked one of my messages, or call me hun or something like that, because we call each other we use all kinds of endearments, and trying to be kind. Or maybe you call me a bad name, maybe you cuss me, maybe you call me a damn idiot. There's no telling. And if you did, you probably got called a damn idiot back. Anyway, if y'all have a clue, somebody out there knows who you are. Somebody knows you. If you haven't called it in, call it in. Write it down. If you have to write for 3 days, write it and send it in an email. Put every detail that you can possibly think of in that email. If you know something and you don't turn it in and you don't tell law enforcement about it, you're as guilty as that SOB that killed those girls is. You're just like them. You joined at the hip with them if you don't turn him in. Bad associations cause bad habits. If you know who it is and you're not turning him in, you're just as guilty as he is. You're just as insignificant as the killer is. These girls deserve justice. I hope and I pray today is the day.